hot in his barbecue. He just runs the store here, which he also has a photographer studio. I'm gonna throw the rings with the B-man, hopefully, pretty soon.
Y'all, come on! Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Woo!
I lost it.
Okay. Okay. Come back to it. Come back in. Here we go. Here we go.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm trying to show off for the camera. Oh, we tried it. Yeah.
I'll see if I can catch it this time.
Whoa!
What do you call that when you get near the ground?
Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Excellent, excellent. Okay.
Oh. Left hand, right hand.
Excellent.
Now the window.
I lost that one.
Here it is. Anyway.
Excellent.
It's a yardstick, folks.
It's not.
It's a yardstick. I mean, it's nothing fancy. I haven't done anything to it. Hi. Fast. Throw it. Give it a shot. Get ready to run. Okay.
Overhand or underhand?
That one like underhand.
Okay, this is Water Bell, and I'm going to show you how not to throw boomerang. Not to throw this boomerang. Here's an almost.
You know, get your daughter to teach, because you might not have played boomerangs then. I don't know. Get over here, Tom.
Oh, okay.
Now this is high class, because the photographer friend, he wanted people to know where he was. This has been an old grocery store, been here for many, many, many years. And when they came in, they put the flowers and everything. Is it all right? If you notice, this is in green and yellow. What colors are those? The Australian national colors.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Now, what you got in the box?
Oh, I've got some goodies in here. I brought my collection just to show you all, because I don't have them. That'll take in it. I was just thinking that's right. It's all right.
This is the store.
Dark store.
The dark store that we'll get later as the lights get turned on.
I'll turn this light on here for you. And you might want to get a picture of, I can see I've got a spot right here. We can get a picture of this behind.
Okay. This is Rich's music room.
Yeah, let me I'll see something.
He's got albums. Rich also does a big band show on
Did you catch
Friday
it last
nights.
night?
We caught the very early part of it.
There you go.
We were just so tired.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Rich's bulletin board.
Oh, can you see some of these things? Oh, I'm going to point out a few things. Back off. These are the Janetsky brothers, and one of them passed away, but they were vaudevillians back in the 30s, and they made. I brought a Janetsky boomerang to show you. When Tom Snyder was on A Decent Time, I sent him some information, so he sent me a postcard. Of course, I sent Jay Leno something. People say, oh, do you know Jay Leno? Nah, I just sent him something. This is a fella who said his dog caught boomerangs and said, sure, your dog catches boomerangs. Send me pictures. And he sent me a packet of color photographs. And you can't see it in black and white, but this picture right here, there's blood on the dog's mouth. And this fella, Paul Manzi, I think his name is, yeah, Paul Manzi in Seabrook, New Hampshire, he had boomerangs, his dog had boomerangs. And they both had their own kit. And this dog, I mean, she breezed too when he used to do artwork on his boomerangs.
I'm way out of focus here. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Here we are.
All right. And then his black rose. And the black rose is actually a little rose figure on there, not the black boomerang. This was his Island Omega. That's his contender. That was based on a Rusty Harding design, I believe. This is the Island Omega. And this right here is called the Zen. You can check, zoom in on this right here. The American Zen, handmade. Thomas, I cannot think of Thomas's name, but he showed up at George Mason one year. Are you still running your camera?
Yeah.
He showed up at George Mason and laid out this spread of these inlaid, these laminated boomerangs. It actually has a foam core like a surfboard, and he could do all kinds of color combinations and fabrics. He told me he learned to throw boomerangs when he was living in either Brazil or Argentina, and he was throwing on the Atlantic Ocean, and the winds are very strong. He made very heavy boomerangs and scared the devil out of all us because they came back. You could feel them hit the ground.
Gosh. That's about like that.
Yeah. Now, I brought some of my own, but these are Rod Jones boomerangs. These are what's in the auction. These have all been thrown, but not much. That's a Queen of Hearts. You got it in focus? Mm-hmm. And it's signed in the back. If you were an artist, you'd say it was remarked. That's his, okay, this is the, I don't remember which one. That's number 2 in the auction. That's his, one of his road runners with the Aussie colors. Mm-hmm. This is the Halley's Comet. He did that during the year when Halley's Comet flew through. Another one of his traditionals was sort of an Aboriginal pattern. And this is one with the Aussie flag and the 6 states on it. And when these are brand new, they're highly polished. They're beautiful. Mm-hmm. And this was his Wizard, which was a type of fast catch. A little tricky. Edges are real sharp. It worked, but mainly this is indicative of what people liked about his booms. Now, I'll show you mine that I've got in my collection. And a lot of these boomerangs like this, I don't save for myself because I pass them on to you guys. You can afford them, I can't afford them. And feast your eyes, this is the most Paxton and Smith boomerangs you'll ever see again, unless you find another crazy collector. These are Herb Smith boomerangs, and
Those are the ones that fly so pretty.
yeah, well, I threw that one yesterday that went way up in the air. You asked why did it go so high? Mm-hmm. I didn't know.
Because Herb made it that way.
Yeah, and then here's Herb's wooden boomerangs, give you some idea. That's his famous Sussex hook, and that's a classic Herb Smith artwork on it. Signed in the back. And some of them were dated. This may not have been dated.
Let me get a good picture.
Wait, okay. Just kind of, the signature is kind of light.
I picked it up.
Okay. Most of them had his signature. Many of them had a date on the back. But you can always tell a Herb Smith boomerang. Mm-hmm. I mean, people have copied Herb's boomerangs, and I've never found anyone who could do them justice. Same thing with Al Gerhard. John Prideman comes closest to copying Al Gerhard. You were looking at this Eric Darnell natural elbow. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what kind of wood that is, but Eric did a beautiful job on that. Good flying boomerang. Mm-hmm. That's part of what makes a boomerang. If it doesn't fly, why get it?
Yeah, that's exactly
it's not
right.
a boomerang. And then here's some more. Might as well get Rusty Harding in this little deal here. Rusty Harding came up with the tomahawk, and then the E-ring. That little tab stays in the center. Came out with one. He called it Sky Watcher because he had put little eyes on it. I call it Squiggles. And then this is his lap joint concept. This is cherry. Black cherry, yeah. And then this was his famous hurricane hook, which he designed when Hurricane Frederick came through Vero Beach. And he had nothing to do while he was waiting out the hurricane. He came up with the hurricane, which is one of his most sought after boomerangs. Now, there's a fellow down in South America, Oscar Cortez. No, excuse me. These are Ted Bailey's boomerangs. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow, that is pretty.
Yeah, I mean, that must be 25 pieces. And this was, Ted got a little jigsaw and scroll saw, and he wanted to learn how to do inlay. And each of these pieces of wood has a story. Right here, this effect is called tiger tail. That's tiger tail maple. And Ray Reiser on the east end of the Boston area found a beam in an old warehouse. It was all rotted. And he chopped away the rot and found a small section of this wood. and gave some to Ted. And Ted gave me a boomerang made out of it. This is another one of Ted's. That's some of his lap joint work there. These are his minis that Ted was real famous for. They work very well. I do want to get down to Oscar Fort, the South American. Peter Roof. You got to get the Roof boys in here. These are nephews to Ben Roof. And that was Peter's Cosimo V. I sold a ton of those. That was his F-ring. These were great sellers when I was having them. These are made out of Baltic birch. Then he came up with an F-ring like this. Another Saturn. I think you call that a Saturn. Oh, here's a Saturn right there. An Omega shape. And good flying, excellent boomerang. You know, they have classic car races. Well, you could have classic boomerangs because boomerangs have changed that much. And these boomerangs, I'd say, are all classic type boomerangs. These are Lauren Hawes's lap joint, and this was after he sold his business. And Peter Tomlinson had no compete agreement, so Lauren went out and found some exotic woods and made the lap joint. These were selling like $25 or so. Very heavy. One is coach wood and one maybe black bean. Tie, that's this made out of tie. Tie cheek, yeah. And this one's made out of Queensland coach wood. Coach wood is the wood to make boomerangs out of, and plywood especially. This is, yeah, now this is a stick around Gerhardt. Jim Parker no longer makes boomerangs. This is probably a 70, 75-yard boomerang. These are two original Al Gerhardt hooks. That one's been broken. And this is the one that's really primo. This boomerang I sold to the young man for $33. He sold it to my friend who owned this collection for well over $100 5 years later when you couldn't get it. Yeah. And it's in the auction. Yeah. There's nothing like Gerhardt. Oscar Cortez made his version with the veneers. His Oscars in Colombia, South America. Laminated this way, the backside. It has an aluminum base or frame with lead weights. And Oscar made a whole bunch of, he's a luthier. Makes stringed instruments like guitars, mandolins, and that sort of thing.
What's your oldest? Only 79. Man.
Well, I don't know, some of that in my kit, I reckon. Now here's a whole slew of Oscar boomerangs, and when these were new, they were as beautiful as the Rod Jones. You can see some of them have aluminum bases. They're strip laminated. These are parrots, and he called them parrots. Great flying boomerangs. And he would cure them in a pyramid. Part of his Indian culture, I guess. There's some more. People really liked them. They were good boomerangs. This may be George Reitbauer, yeah. George was on the American team that competed in '84 in the States. And he's a teacher, and he went to Australia for a year and taught. That's the auction. That's a lot of nice boomerangs in there. And we'll never see their like again. Now, something else you'll never see again is a Michael Gervin. Matter of fact, let me pull this out. Gel boomerang. Michael did some fantastic shirt work. And you can see a lot of detail on there, on the back side. And you can find, I would say if you can find an early Gervin t-shirt, you got a treasure. I have a couple more at home. One that I gave to my wife that she wears. She looks real good in it. Let me say so myself. And that's what else is okay. Some more. There's some Aboriginal black wattle booms, some baked wood strip laminates.
Okay.
All right.
Now we'll head in the back room.
Get a picture of the grotto here. Can you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. This. I hope you can get it.
Yeah, I can get it.
I tell you what. Let me get a piece of white. Maybe got a little more. No.
I think I'm all right.
This is sort of my little tribute to Herb Smith and Bunny Reed. Of course, these are all original Herb Smith. This one's brand new.